Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I'm kidding. I've always wanted to say that. Let's do this again. Hello, my grade 11s. Welcome back to Watch It Wednesdays. This is a new term, and this for you is basically your final term in high school. For the work experience program, this is usually the most anticipated term because most grade 11s look forward to their mock interview, a day when they all get to dress as adults and pretend as if they're applying for jobs, and they usually do an excellent job. Now, before we get to mock interview, there are usually a few hurdles that we have to clear. One such hurdle is drafting and completing our application letter or cover letter. In today's video, I'll be going through with you the need for an application letter, the parts of an application letter, and the contents of the application letter. Now, as I said earlier, an application letter is also called a cover letter. But what really is an application or cover letter? The cover letter is usually your first impression to your potential or prospective employer. It's the first thing that they get to see that reflects who you are. Your letter should immediately state what position you want, what you're applying for, and information that demonstrates why you should be considered the best or the most suitable person for this job. Remember, it's competitive out there. So a lot of persons will be competing for the same job. Especially in these times with COVID, persons not only locally within your community, your parish, but probably the entire island of Jamaica or even internationally will be competing for the same job. So you have to make a good impression, and this is made through your application or cover letter. Please remember, your application letter is not your resume. Therefore, it should not outline all your achievements, your educational acquirements, or what you have done in terms of voluntary service or references, etc. Your resume is there to take care of that. Let your application letter highlight who you are, what you have, what skills you can bring to this new job that you are seeking. So, what are the contents or key elements of the cover or application letter? Firstly, please note that this letter should be written in a block format. There are two styles. Here I have one for you on screen where you have both addresses, or there is another format where your information, your contact information can be written at the very top of the letter. We will look at both of them just so you can have an idea. So one, your information, meaning your name, your address, and your phone number, as well as your email, can be written at the very top. The first thing before you get to the date, then your employer's information, contact information. And there's also the commonly known one of your name. Notice it is written in the, it is highlighted. It is highlighted right there for you. Your name, it should be of a larger font than the rest of the address. Then your address and your email information is written. So that's for the blocked format going down there. So that's the first thing in the block format or in the application letter, your information, the sender, your information should be presented first. After which you have the date, and then you have your employer's contact information. Please ensure that you do your due research and have the correct name of the person that you're sending your letter to. If you are not aware of the person's name, address it to their position: the manager, the human resources director, or the director of the company, or the chief operating officer, etc., etc. But do not leave it without a title. Ensure that the address is correct as well. Immediately after that, you'll have your salutations. We commonly refer to this as greetings. Do not just leave it as there. Do not just say, "Greetings, sir." Again, you would have done your research, so you would have known the person that you're sending your letter to, so you address them by their correct name. Dear Mr. Hanson, dear Mr. Harry Hanson, dear Mrs. Janice Clark Russell, or dear Mrs. Clark Russell. Again, if you are not aware, if you're not privy to the person's name to whom you're writing, and you know that it's a male, it's dear sir. If you're certain it's a female, it's dear madam. However, to eliminate any confusion, any embarrassment, we use the safe way, which is dear sir / madam. Then we get to the important part of this document, the content. In our first paragraph, please ensure that you state your interest. Immediately state your interest in the position. I am writing to state my interest in the position of head chef, scullion, whatever post is it that you're writing for. State also in this paragraph that you have the requisite skills for the position that you're applying for. Importantly, also write how you found out about this position. Did you see it advertised in the newspaper? Did you hear about it on the radio? Was it through a personal referral, a friend, a contact, or did you see it on their website, on the internet, etc.? Please state that information. We move on to our second paragraph. And in our second paragraph, we will speak to our background, give a summary of your professional background. Since you're just leaving high school, it means that you probably would not have had a job, but as in a really serious job. But you might have gone on work experience. You might have done part-time job somewhere. You might have done summer job. You might have done community service. So you use that as a foot in the door. So you speak to your professional background. So you'll say, this is my first time applying for a job. However, for 2 summers, I worked at the Hilton Rose Hall or the Half Moon Hotel in the restaurant area. There I worked as a waitress or I worked as a bartender, and I honed my serving skills, etc. Something to that effect, right? You will write specifically to whatever post you're applying for. Then you speak, as I said, about what qualifies you to have that position. Then in the third paragraph, you start to persuade them. I know that many persons are interested in this post, but I do believe that I am the most qualified person because I am hardworking. I have a keen eye for details. I am always punctual, etc., etc. Sell yourself to them. Let them see how you will benefit their company, not just through your practical skills, but through your soft skills. Your final paragraph, which is your closing paragraph, highlight to them that your resume is attached and that you're willing to attend an interview at their convenience. And also, if they so desire, you can forward to them the names of references. Also, remember, please remember to thank them. Even though you're not certain if you're going to get the job, even though they have not yet called you for an interview, remember to thank the persons to whom you are writing. Thank them for their time. Thank them for considering your application. Thank them for inviting you to the interview. There are other things that you can consider also when doing your resume. Remember, pardon me, not your resume. I'm jumping ahead of myself. When doing your application or cover letter, please remember to proofread. Read it over. Ask somebody who knows what to look for. Ask your English teacher. Ask your neighbor. Ask your sister. Ask your parents. Read it over. Make sure that your corrections are noted. Also, ensure that you sign properly. Be careful of the paper that you use. Do not use rule sheet. It's best to get bonded, good quality printing paper. Your application letter and your resume should have matching paper. Ensure that you use basic font. I would recommend the usual ones, which are Arial, Calibri, or New Times Roman. And use size 12 formatting for the as in letter size for most of your writing. And do not mix your fonts. So do not mix Arial with the New Times Roman, etc. Keep it simple. For those persons who may find it difficult to come up with a format, you can research. There's always Pinterest that can show you the outline for your cover or application letter. Or most word processing documents such as Google Docs, Microsoft Word, they have templates there that you can adjust to suit your need. Or the good old go online, go on the internet, download something. Please do not plagiarize. Do not copy what you see there. Make sure that whatever you're taking is suitable to you. You adjust accordingly. Now, if you follow these pointers, I don't see the reason for an employer not inviting you, at least giving you an invitation to an interview. So remember, watch this video carefully, rewatch it if you need to, and then practice. Whatever pointers I gave to you, practice. Practice makes perfect. No one, even me, at this stage, I am still not, I wouldn't say I am skilled on writing the perfect cover letter. But you practice, and as you grow, you get better at it. Okay, guys, and with that, I am off, and I'll see you at your mock interviews. So I almost forgot to say this. Guys, remember to close off your letter. You close off with yours truly. Keep it simple. No fanciness. Just the basic. Yours truly, John Brown. Write your full name. Write it out, John Brown. Below that, you sign. You put your signature. Then you write your phone number or your email address again. So even though those were written in your contact information at the start of the letter, remember, when you close your letter, below your signature, you can either put your phone number so remember, your employer is not going to go searching to find contact information. They have a lot of persons to choose from. So remind them by just having your phone number written there or your email address if you have one. And I hope everyone has an email address in this time and age. We are in the digital age. Do not be caught out in the rain. Do not be left behind. So there you have it, guys. I do hope that my little tips will be of much use to you. I hope you can use them to get your start, have your first letter. It will be nerve-wracking. You may be nervous, but that is why you have your language teachers, and I can tell you, your teachers are capable teachers. They have been doing this for years, and they continue to assist you. Now, the next time, in our next video, we will be looking at the resume. because the application or cover letter walks hand in hand with the resume. They are married. They do not go without each other. So for our next video, we will examine the contents of our resume. For now, goodbye and have a great day. You know where to find me for more information. Remember to like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed as yet. I hope everybody has done so by now. Remember to like or comment on Cambridge High School's Work Experience Department. Ta-da!